Good evening, Southeast Texas. Looking at partly to mostly cloudy skies over the area. This view courtesy of the Horseman's Western Store. We're at 76 degrees on the Roofing 911 Sky Cam network. A lot of leftover clouds from the convection we saw earlier today, watching a few showers about 35 miles offshore from Sabine Pass, working on off towards the north. Today's rainfall, not much in the lakes area, but maybe around an inch in Beaumont to about 3 inches along the coastline. Port Arthur picking up about 2 inches. No watches, no warnings over our area. However, there is a slight risk of flash flooding tomorrow. It all depends on how heavy the rain falls tomorrow. It's called rainfall rates, and I think that's probably going to be along the I-10 corridor towards the coastline, but can't rule it out up towards Kirbyville, Jasper, and Kuntz. Otherwise, current temperatures are in the mid to upper 70s and our locale and into the 80s over the rest of the state. So we continue to watch lots of quiet weather over towards the Lone Star State, but again, watching that tropical low, if you want to call it that. But again, we're watching this area. This is probably going to really increase as far as the coverage and intensity of shower and thunderstorm activity. That may be the impetus or the starting point, and this will all start to spread on off towards the north and east as we head through about 3 a.m. in the morning. Lots of moisture to work with. When you're dealing with a tropical air mass like this, it usually starts about 2 to 3 o'clock in the morning and then spreads north as we go to the day. So moisture is going to be on the increase. This is deep tropical moisture, so it won't take much to kick things off tomorrow. So we'll put things into motion. I think this model's doing the best job. Pretty quiet this evening, the rest of this evening. Then after about 2 to 3 o'clock in the morning, we all start seeing pretty good coverage of showers and storms. Now, no model is going to be perfectly 100% correct, but I think this is probably a good representation of what we're thinking. I think it could probably be more along the coastline than what you're seeing here, but this spreads towards the north as we go through the late morning hours, but a good coverage. It's going to be a wet morning here in the Triangle. And again, a lot of this could be offshore. The heaviest action, that 10 inches, yeah, it could be offshore. I don't think we're going to see that here in the Triangle. And it looks like maybe 1 to 2 to 3 inches tomorrow, barring any surprises. Less than that up in the lakes area. Hopefully we can get that tomorrow. And then as you can see, temperatures upper 70s to near 80 degrees. So again, this is a 2-day total. This is now, tomorrow, through Saturday. 1 to 2 up in the lakes, 2 to 3, maybe 4 to 5 in the Triangle. Isolated totals could be heavier than that, certainly along the coastline and offshore as we go through the next 48 hours. Choppy to rough seas on the Gulf tomorrow, around 3 to 6 feet. We'll see south winds at 10 to 20 knots. Our forecast tonight, that rain chance going from a 40% coverage up to a 70% coverage, and only a 20% coverage in the lakes area. Heavy rain will be possible in the Triangle. Then for tomorrow, that 100% coverage in the Triangle will be dropping after about 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, winding down. Same thing with the lakes area, morning and early afternoon, then things winding down. Maybe the mid to upper 70s, close to 80, maybe the lower 80s tomorrow. And taking a look at that forecast, rain chances go to a 60% coverage Saturday, only a 30% coverage, and it's back into the 90s on Sunday. Monday, a 20% coverage, and at this point, looking good for our firecracker forecast with temperatures around 83 at 9 p.m. on the 4th of July. Otherwise, hot high pressure rebuilds, and that means highs back into the mid 90s with minimal rainfall. That may change a bit next weekend.